give me a hand here real quick. Take this bottom tripod leg down.
Sorry, what do you need?
Take it. Oh, shit. Right. Just take this down. Take this down. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, guys. So this is a little bit of a still setting up kind of a morning. You plug that into there, will you?
Yep.
I'm gonna get this thing turned on. So, like nowhere near ready. I kind of forgot how much setup I had to do for this. Leave it open. All right, good. Yeah. How much setup I had to do for this one this morning. Kind of half hour till showtime rolls around and I go, yeah, I gotta go set that up. And then I start setting up and go, oh my God, I have to do this and this and this. And so I'm still not ready. I can't even see you on screen yet. That's how not ready I am. But let's see. Let me just get this show recording so I don't forget that part of it. And get you guys up on the big screen here. Okay, so that's recording. And let's see, let's get the right chat. That's yesterday's chat. That's yesterday's show. Live now, it says. Well, that's a good thing. Let's see here. And a bunch of you already watching. That's a very good thing. Open the chat in a new window. Hey, there's the chat. All right. Hello, Royal Grum. Hello, Silly. How's it? You're always first, Royal Grum. Hey, guys. Hey, Jess. Hey, Christian. Man, where are you? I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And Quentin says, of course, someone says first. Okay, so I'm still not ready. I still need a little bit of time to set up because I totally just don't ask. But that's okay. We're gonna get there. I gotta hold on. Is that camera in? That camera might actually be on. Let me see here. Let's get this thing running. Because we're gonna be doing this whole thing where not only using the scopes but also trying to do an actual calibration between two cameras, which is really kind of cool, but also like who the hell does this live? Nobody. That's why I'm done this way. But that's okay. And we'll get there. Hey, Ryan, I need you to focus. Just here. Just come in here for a second. Just stand in my spot for a second so I can focus on you. Can you wave to everybody? Say hi.
Hi, everybody. You can see me 2 days in a row.
Well, they can't see you because you're way too high. There you go.
There, you can see me 2 days in a row.
That's good. All right, get out of here. All right, get out. Get out of here. And, so I'm setting up the second camera because I'm going to calibrate to this one. And I just realized that one's the white balance and all that's not set. When can you expect the behind the scenes video of my live stream setup? When I get about a spare month. Because before I show it to you, I got to clean this up. This place is a freaking disaster. Let's see, and this one's going to be on delay, which I know is super annoying. So we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on, oops, wrong one, on that camera for sure, at least not on my face. But I need to white balance and expose balance that. Okay. So, all right, here, let me just explain what I'm doing. And this is only going to be the live viewing behind the scenes part. We'll start the show properly. But the setup could be interesting. So for those of you that are here live, you get the added bonus stuff. Why is that? Okay, that's off. So here's what we're going to do. Right, the whole idea here is we're showing off the Pocket Ultra Scope. Try not to tangle the cables. This thing here, which you've seen a little bit before, or you might have seen. And I guess I can live without power. And it's not just about calibrating this camera, which is kind of the primary thing, but balancing it, calibrating it to this camera and to this camera. And I wanted to have the two look as close as possible for obvious reasons. So that's what we're gonna do. I need to finish setting this camera up. I completely forgot that I had to totally reconfigure this camera because I had it out in the studio yesterday for yesterday's thing. So I need to finish setting this up. So I'm gonna do a white balance and exposure check on this camera, which you're going to now see happen live because I'm sure this is really exciting for you. So this is gonna be a little bit of a longer photo moment just because I got a lot of setup to do here. All right, Ryan, grab the pop-out gray card.
Over here?
Yeah, kind of just step on two of the cables. I give Ryan so much shit because I have cables all over the floor. and he always steps on him. So I'm always giving him, no, come here.
Not as bad.
Not as bad as my former assistant. No, come back in here. I need you here. Not as bad as my former assistant. Actually, maybe I don't. I can just do it with this. Don't worry about it.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll yell, I'm sure, again, which is pretty funny. Anyway, so this is my little pop-out gray card. Seriously, if you don't own one of these things, like this is one of the handiest things ever. Ryan, make sure we put a link to this in the show notes.
Sure.
I have no idea where I bought this. I've had this for ages. Usually these clamps will hold it up straight, but of course today it's not going to. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use this to do a quick white balance using, stay on, where am I? That camera. There we go. All right. All right, quick zoom in on that. Ugh, I wish it was closer, but actually let's just move the camera a little closer. This is the exciting part of live production. There we go. There's that. And we'll do a white balance, custom white balance set. Boom on there. Oh, it's underexposed. That's why. Okay, so this exposure set right. Let's do that one more time just to make super sure. Okay, so that now is white balance accurate. And the exposure, let me get my scopes up, which I know you don't see the scopes. Apparently I don't either. Why am I not seeing my scopes? Not my scopes, my histogram. What? Oh well. Oh, I must have turned it off somewhere in here. There it is. Okay, now it's on. So now I know you're not seeing... Actually, are you seeing that? Maybe I have the... Here, let me turn on the display. This is kind of good. Let's... Give me a moment here. Let's turn this on. Go to the HDMI out and info display on. There we go. Okay, so now... Yeah, now you're seeing the display. So you can see there what I just did. You saw me do this yesterday. Went to custom white balance, select white set, hit set. It calibrated that. And then now I'm looking at my exposure. I'm in after priority mode. Let's actually switch this over to manual. And leave it at 180 degree shutter. And we're going to close down, oops, wrong way. Close down the lens until the histogram is centered. Come on, there we go, F8, and that's what it is. That should be right. Okay, cool, so that's all set. Let me turn off the HDMI display info, and we're gonna zoom out this camera a little bit here, and try and get roughly the same view as the main camera. Let's zoom that out. Roughly, and it doesn't have to be exact, but rough is definitely good. Okay, I think that's good enough. We'll see. I might have to adjust that again. I know this is all fascinating stuff. Okay, now I can't even see my screen because the camera's in the way. All right, let's switch back to the main camera. Shockingly, you can't see that camera in here. Would have thought you'd see it in the shot. All right, let's see what people are saying here. All right. Scrolling through. Sorry, I gotta find the, good Lord. Gotta find the beginning of all this. Okay, where are we? Okay, seriously, you guys are chatting like crazy. That's awesome. I just gotta catch up. Okay, looks like audio video desync. Yeah, so you're gonna see a desync, an out of sync when I am on this camera, which I will not be switching to for me to talk to you. I will stay on this camera to talk to you. That's because that camera, the other one, is the GH4, which is on an HDMI. All cameras with HDMI out have an inherent delay in the processing. This camera, it's about 4 frames, so it's annoying as hell. I know that. This is why I switched to the Blackmagic camera for the main camera here. Okay, so let's see here. So this has got to toss in the way you can click a button and switch live cameras. I will get to explaining all this one of these days, I promise, but it took a lot to figure this thing out. Byrne says, you're not ready. You take time from your day to put the show on for free and you're not ready. I know, right? How dare you? Hashtag sarcasm. Hashtag sarcasm. Thank you. Hi, everyone. We need a drop cam in there. Isn't that one of those like 360 things? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Okay, you guys can buy one for me and I'll do it. Reminds me when I'm running around trying to get my crap set up. That's always the way. It is always the way. Got to get more support on Patreon. Thank you, Jess. That is right. Please, you guys. I would love that. I think I've got like $20 a month coming in on Patreon right now. All right, Sully says, me too, I have a corporate shoot today and I was sweating before I even got out the door because of all my, yeah, I get you. Long live stream, yes, it's going to be a long live stream. Sucker for live streams, and it's fun, isn't it? This stuff is fun. Okay, can't live stream full HD. Okay, I don't know. You guys are talking about Facebook live streaming. Facebook live stream only does 720p, which is why I'm no longer there. That and there's little discovery, zero revenue model, and frankly, you guys are just cooler here on YouTube. Okay. Someone put his head in the crosshair. I'll pull the trigger. Royal Grum, don't be mean to me. I prefer Twitter for my social media since there's a character limit. Yeah, well, believe me, sometimes I could use a character limit. Oh, Sully says, gotta hate how Panasonic cameras won't let you white balance in custom 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure what you mean by that. White balance in custom. You're talking about this. You don't have the C modes, the custom modes. Is that what you're talking about? You can't white balance? I don't know what you mean by that. You can white balance anywhere. All right, Sully, you're gonna have to expand on that. I use Twitch for live streaming. Why does the second camera see really low frame rate or shutter speed? It looks terrible compared to your normal camera. Well, Quentin, it shouldn't. It should look great now that it's all calibrated and set up. It should look very good. It's just out of sync. If it's not, if it looks like it's low frame rate, so this camera should not be low frame rate. I mean, it should be fully fine. It's just going to be out of sync with the dialogue because of the 4-frame delay that I talked about. So let me know, Quentin, if there's something I'm missing in here. I don't like people I know enough to spend time on Facebook. Jazz, now behave. Okay, do you have to be in focus on the card when you white balance? No, you don't, remarkably. Doesn't seem to matter. Burns Tech, okay, this is all like Facebook chatter. You guys talk about the Facebook thing. I don't need to get involved with that. Great show. I haven't even started the show yet. Thank you, I'm glad you're enjoying it. What exactly is an ultrascope? Well, Guy Teague, you're gonna find out soon. So hang tight, we'll get there, I promise. Still looking for my script? I don't have a script, please. Who scripts this crap? Why don't you use the GH5 4K stream? Because I don't have one. I'm getting it next week. It's coming back. I'm getting it next week, and I'm supposed to have that one until the real one ships. That's what I've been told. Let's hope, fingers crossed, everything works out. Flora says, good morning, evening. I want to ask a question about yesterday's clip about calibration white balance. Okay, hey, do me a favor, Flores, ask that question again once I get into the live show, because I'm not going to remember to come back and scroll back for it, but please do. Rumors that the last Lightroom update supporting GH5 RAWs. I saw the update. I haven't tried it, but it was not on the list because I checked, and they shouldn't be. That'd be awesome if they do. Christian says it does? Okay, well, that's news to me. Ryan, make a note for me to look up Lightroom GH5 support after the show. I got it.
Left a comment on a previous video actually about it.
Fantastic. God, that'd be crazy cool if it supported it. You said YouTube guys are better. You don't know the overall German YouTube people, haters and trolls all day long. Well, there is that. Believe me, I do get those. There's a little bit too much anonymity on YouTube, but what are you gonna do? Okay, come on, let's catch up with this and get on with the show. I use Final Cut 10 Sully, and feel like you saw me tearing up when you saw my wave hand on the GH4. Maybe you're just imagining things. Anybody else feel like it's tearing? That you're getting video tearing when I do that wrong one? When I do, good lord, this one. I guess I'm seeing, let's see, if I do that here, or I go back to this one, it looks the same on my preview monitor, but yeah, let me know. It's all very interesting. Somebody Extender 01 pre-ordered the GH5 today. Awesome. I hope you use my link. Okay. And this, yeah, hang on there till the chat scrolls so fast I can't keep up. I know. Okay. No, it looks fine. Everybody's saying it looks fine. Good. Yeah, free vlog is Australia only. I kind of wish they hadn't done that. It's been really annoying for the rest of the planet, but there you go. Okay. I think I've got everything set up. Okay, so I got the cameras in place. Why does this screen keep going to sleep? So I need scopes over here. So we've got the scopes. Yep, so the scopes are working. Okay. And then this system, so I had to plug in another system today to do this, which is part of the mad confusion. This system is here, and right, so that one's working. Excellent, so we can see the camera control. Super, and we see the one that's currently on air, the BMD camera. Where is it? BMD1, that's the one we're going to be looking at and calibrating that. Okay. I am going to need to build a super source to show the two side by side. Wow. I didn't even think. Okay, let me do that really quick. Yeah, let me just build a new macro. So here, you guys can watch the whole macro creation experience. Let me go to this system and get out of full screen on this thing. So this is kind of a behind the scenes. Oh, I can't even. This screen is so low resolution. Let's see, can I do this? and get my macros up. Yes, okay. So here's kind of a behind the scenes of how the switching interface works. These are all macros that trigger basic things like, let me go into run mode here, recall and run. So if I click on one of these, like Mac one, it's going to switch over to the other Mac. If I click on Mac picture in picture, it does this. That's the Mac picture in picture preset. There's the Mac only preset. There's iOS only, which is what this system is now plugged into. Normally, what would normally be my iOS view, because I just kind of added it in last second. But those are the scripts. So what I need to do is I need to build a picture in picture, which, how am I going to do this so you can see it? I don't think I can. Anyway, I got to build a picture in picture using something called Supersource. So I go over to the switcher, and I will build a super source, and I'll do a little quick little side by side like this, so you can see the two images side by side, which isn't going to be the greatest view in the world. And we'll make it better. We're going to make it better. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, bring up my macros, create a new macro. Let's just find an empty space in here. And there we go. Click plus, and I'm going to call this, what do we call this? Scopes plus A10. That's what we're going to call it. And I hit record. And now whatever I do gets recorded into it. Oh wait, I can't record this and switch at the same time, or I'm going to record the switching. All right, that's not going to work. All right, let's go back to this view for a second. So, how am I going to do this? Okay, I'm just going to have to do it, and you're going to see things switching around, not necessarily what I want you to see, but that's just the way it's going to be, because I have to record this, or else I'm not going to be able to switch back and forth. So, I built this one. What is, oh wait, run, hold on. I built another one yesterday when I was doing the actual test. Right, and I will be using this. Okay, good. So I'll come back to that later. I just need my, where'd it go? Right now I lost the one that I was starting to create. What did I call it? Scopes plus ATEM. There it is. Okay. Create Scopes plus ATEM. Start recording. Record. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to Supersource, and we're going to use a preset that does this. And I guess you will be able to see this. Yeah, okay, cool. And let's see here. Box 1 is that one. Box 1 is going to be set to the Mac system. Where's that? Demo. There we go. Good. So that's that one. Perfect. And then box 2, which is, there's box 2. Box 2 is going to be set to this system. Man, this shit's complicated. Okay, there. Now we got those two things side by side. That's what I wanted. But now I got to position these so you can actually see what I'm doing. So the most important thing is in box 1 is the RGB parade. That's the one that I really want to see. So let me make this, let me recenter this guy. Set that scale to 100%. Oops, did not zero that out. There we go. And then I'm going to enable cropping, which I know you can't see now. And I'm going to crop the right-hand side. There we go. Let's keep cropping that. It's going to be like 20. Oops, 20, 24. Ooh, too much. 21. That's good enough. And then we'll crop the bottom off as well. I'll leave that up. We'll do it like that. We'll leave that. Okay, so there's that crop. So now I'll go back to box 2. Isn't this insane? Go back to box 2, and we also reset all of this. 0 that position, 0 that position, and size at 1. But now I'm going to have to size this down so that you can actually see. Okay, size this down a little bit. And if you had a hardware controller, you could actually have knobs and dials and spinning stuff to do this, but those are many thousands of dollars, and I really have zero interest in doing that. What was that? 6, 7, we need 6.5. 6.5. Punch that in. Ooh, wrong direction. 7.5? No, get 5.5? I'm losing my mind. There we go. Okay, that'll work. That we're going to save. God, I hope that's all right. Okay, now we test it. Okay, back to run mode and back to my main camera view. Okay, there's main camera view, so that's good. Where did I put that preset now? Trying to find it on my, oh, I guess. So this is my iOS view of the switcher, which is a third-party app. you're getting kind of a behind the scenes of this whole switching thing now. Where I put it. Countdown. Come on. Where are you? Why can't I find it? Scopes compare. Page 3. There we go. Scopes compare. That's okay. There's that one that I need, and then scopes. Yes, they work. Excellent. Okay. We're definitely going to be doing a ridiculous amount of switching to make this whole thing work, but that works. I think I have everything. Good Lord. I hope I got this thing all in place. If I totally botch this, I'll just do it again tomorrow. Okay. It's like, please don't. All right, let me see here. Let me scroll back through the comments, and then we're going to actually start the show. Everything looks good. That's good. The good old ATEM. Streaming at 1080p 30 will have some blur. It's just the nature of the frame rate. Actually, I'm streaming at 1080p 24. Even more fun. When you use the ATEM color corrector, that's actually remote controlling the cameras, right? Correct. So it does nothing for your non-Blackmagic sources. That is correct, Quentin. This will only work with the Blackmagic cameras. Gosh, the ATEM is amazing. It is amazing. It's super complicated, but it's super powerful. All right. Guys, talking about your GH5 orders. Good to know that you're using Blackmagic. Christian, you work in the Philippines to distribute Blackmagic products, and we have our own production house. That's awesome. Yeah, it's great stuff. The one thing I'll tell you about Blackmagic gear, it only really works with other Blackmagic gear. This much I have figured out. They could expand their coverage a little bit, but whatever. Okay. Hi from Argentina. So cool. The feeling of something good releases endorphins in the brain. Why, yes, it does. I'm feeling very happy here right now. Don't understand how people do any video work without scopes. It's like flying with your eyes closed. Well, that's true, and I barely even understand these things, so I'm sure that I'm going to... This is one of those videos where I'm going to do what I know how to do, and I know people are going to tell me I did it wrong. But that's cool. It's all how we learn. Okay. Excellent. Burns Tech, you didn't miss anything. Okay, we are ready. Okay, we're going to actually do the show. I'm going to stop this recording... 23 minutes in, and I'm finally starting the show. And I've got another live show at 10:30. That's fantastic. I hope I can get to it. All right, let's just do this thing. Get rid of this. Jesus. This is, what a disaster. Okay, let's just do this thing. So simple, right?